Here's how to get a huge FPS boost in Fortnite Season OG. With not that many steps at all to do, you can benefit from some amazing FPS gains. So drop a like if it helps out, subscribe to the channel for more, and also be sure to use my code in the OG item shop. Alright, step 1, fast boot and power settings. Inside the Windows settings right here, go onto system, then on the left hand side scroll down to power and sleep, then click on additional power settings, then on the left choose what the power buttons do, and underneath the shutdown settings you will see that turn on fast startup has been enabled, and this basically helps your PC boot up faster after a shutdown. But the downside to this fast startup is it doesn't fully shut down your PC, because inside your task manager under performance you will see that under uptime you may be surprised at how long your PC has actually been up for. Now I've obviously changed the setting recently to test this out, but most people will be surprised to see that their PC has been up for like days on end, like weeks even. So to fully reset your PC and get FPS gains, you can go up to here where it says change settings that are currently unavailable, and then now you can see we can go ahead and turn off this setting right here, or rather uncheck it, and click save changes. And what this will do is it'll fully reset your computer so your uptime is back to 000 when you do restart your PC. After that though, back in the power options, the next thing you can do is actually turn on high performance, as what this does is it locks your CPU to its fastest clock speed and really never lets it slow down. However, it does use more energy, so keep that in mind. It's something that you should test out for a bit. If it benefits your FPS, great, keep it on. If it doesn't, you can always go back to balanced, which is recommended, but I've seen a lot of people benefit from having high performance enabled. For step number 2, we're going to remove our temp files by going onto the desktop, pressing the Windows key plus R, typing in %, temp %, then inside here you can go ahead and press Ctrl A. That'll select all your temporary files. Then if you click the delete button, it'll go ahead and delete all of them. Now some of them actually can't be deleted, and that's absolutely fine. Just do this for all current items, then click skip, and then boom, you will be left with some files that cannot be deleted. You can also do the exact same process again with temp and also prefetch. Just literally go inside again, press Ctrl A, delete, and then delete all of them, and you will be left with some that can't be deleted, and that's absolutely fine. Step 3, privacy options. Inside the Windows settings you want to locate the privacy at the bottom right, then under general you will see change privacy options, and we want to go ahead and uncheck all these four. So the first one is advertising ID, make sure that's unchecked. The second one is allow websites to provide locally relevant content, uncheck that one. The third one is allow Windows to track app launchers, go ahead and uncheck that one. And then finally, where it says show me suggested content in settings app, you want to go ahead and uncheck that, and you will get a slight FPS boost. Then after you've done that, if you scroll down on the left hand side to where it says background apps, inside here if you scroll down you will notice there's a ton of background apps that are enabled by default, and they will just literally run in the background, which as you can imagine can lower your performance slightly. So what we're going to do is scroll to the very top and uncheck let apps run in the background. Now this doesn't necessarily get rid of any of these apps, it just means they're not running in the background. However, if you open one up like the NVIDIA control panel, that'll be the only one running in the background, which is great. By default all of these are running in the background, and that is not what you want, so make sure that is disabled. Step 4, low graphical fidelity. You firstly want to open up the game, and under the video settings tab where it says rendering mode, by default it'll be on either DirectX 11 or 12. What I want you guys to do is to switch it over to performance low graphical fidelity, as what this will do is it'll lower the textures quite significantly, but what that does is it provides way more performance gains, and it can even prevent FPS crashes / stutters. In addition to that, under game settings you can scroll down to the bottom and turn off all replays. That's record replays, large team replays, creative replays, and high quality replays. You can see here that Fortnite themselves state that you can get more performance and even more hard drive space by disabling all of these. Oh, another thing under sound as well, this is something I kind of recommend but kind of don't. High quality sounds way better, but if you are pushed for FPS you can put it on low, and as you can see Fortnite state that you may get more FPS when putting this to low rather than having it on high. Step number 5, high priority. While Fortnite is open in the background, if you open up your task manager then find Fortnite the game, if you right click it then click on go to details, it should take you to the Fortnite client Win64 shipping exe. If you then then right click on it and click set priority. By default it's on normal, and you can get a slight FPS boost by putting it on high. It'll ask if you want to change priority, then you can click change priority, and just like that your game will be running on high priority, which should, like I mentioned, give you more FPS. Step 6, disable hardware Accel and game bar. Inside the settings under gaming right here, the first thing you want to do under game bar is actually disable this right here. This can help massively in eliminating micro stutters, as when you do use the game bar, which is an overlay if you don't know what it is already, this can actually cause micro stutters and we do not want that, so we're going to go ahead and turn it off. Under that we've got game mode 2. Now some people do like to have this enabled, as Windows do claim that it optimizes your PC, but a lot of people also have it turned off, so it's one of them that I recommend testing for yourselves to see which one works better. And then after that you want to go over to the right hand side where it says graphics settings, and inside here again it's one of those settings. It's called hardware accelerated GPU scheduling. Windows claims that it reduces latency and improves performance, but it's one of those where it can differ from PC to PC. However, if you do have it turned on, make sure you select your specific games that you play. Step 7, disable full screen optimizations. Inside of the library, if you find those 3 horizontal dots, then click on manage, then underneath installation click on this folder, then scroll down until you see Fortnite client Win64 shipping exe. If you right click on that, go into the properties, then inside compatibility you want to make sure that you disable full screen optimizations. You want to give this a tick, and that can give you a slight FPS boost. It's one of them that you need to try out. If it doesn't, you can go ahead and uncheck it. Just don't forget to click apply afterwards. Step 8, we're going to do a CMD scan. Now if you click on the start menu and type in CMD, you'll find the command prompt. Just make sure to run it as administrator. Then if you type in this command right here called sfc/scan now, then press enter, this will run a system scan. It shouldn't take too long, and it'll basically look around your computer for anything that's like incompatible or causing any sort of issues, and this will basically sort it out. It just gets rid of all those corrupt files that can cause FPS stutters and even loss of FPS. Step 9, disable high res textures. Inside library yet again you want to go under those 3 dots. This time you want to go into options, then under the install options you'll see high resolution textures, and you can go ahead and uncheck this. Not only will you save some gigabytes or other storage, you should also get some FPS, as these files are essentially what makes the game more beautiful, and if you're on performance mode there's no need to have them. And the final step here is to verify your game files. Again, under library you want to just click on those 3 dots, and at the top you'll see verify files. Just give that a click. This will essentially do what we did in Windows before, and it'll look through all the Fortnite game files to make sure there's nothing corrupt or anything bad going on, and it'll basically verify them to make sure that everything's running smoothly and give you the latest files possible. It shouldn't take long at all, but after you've actually verified this in itself, your game should run a lot smoother. And that right there is how to get a huge FPS boost in Fortnite Season OG. If it helped, feel free to drop a like, also subscribe to the channel, and finally use my code in the item shop. And before you go, feel free to check out any of my other videos that are on screen right now.